You guys have a really powerful throat chakra here. You're able to self-express very openly, in a very balanced way as well, if I may add. Because you got both of these cards, optimism in the reverse, and the card of the sun and the self. This is connected to Leo. You could be somewhat of a celebrity here, or maybe you're a celebrity in other people's lives and you don't even notice it. But you're not the kind of person that's going to be ego-driven. You're not ego-driven here. You are actually the opposite. You're the kind of person that tries to create relationships, long-lasting relationships. You could have Taurus in your big placements here. I forget if it's big 5, big 3. In any case, you are in it for the long haul. You're the kind of person that really does want to invest very deeply into your relationships to see them thrive. And if anyone threatens that, or if anyone comes up against that, you are not afraid to speak up, to express yourself, to say what's on your mind, and to really passionately stand up for the people around you that you love. So if this resonates, this reading's for you. So who is currently thinking of my collective, for Spirit? Who's currently thinking of my collective? Please do what is best for your heart, and I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. There's a person here who sees your potential, and they see that they have been very overindulgent when it comes to being around you. Maybe they've siphoned a little bit too much of your energy and leaned too much onto you instead of dealing with their own stuff. And now that you have distanced yourself from this person, or you're not sharing or being around them the way that you used to, this person is realizing that it is because of something that they did, something that they hurt you with. What did they hurt my collective here with? How did they hurt my collective? The Lovers came out. I feel like this person acted very selfishly because of this gluttony. They thought that you would just be around forever, and that you would keep giving them offers after offers. Or this could be this person wanting to give you an offer, wanting to give you an offer of a relationship. But they were very two-faced about this. They did something here that was very two-faced. Behind your back, they were saying a lot of things about you regarding your relationships or the relationship that they had with you. It's like they would act a certain way to you, and then behind your back, they would say all of these awful things about you. Yeah, with this Queen of Wands in reverse. This person could be a fire sign, but they don't have to be. This tells me that this person doesn't think very highly of you. They actually think very lowly of you. They thought that you were irresponsible, that you were overly optimistic, that you get distracted easily, and that you're never going to change. That you are never going to grow, because you got the growth mindset card in reverse. Deep down, they carried a lot of contempt for the way that you live your life, for the fact that you ruled your life. But it is only because of their own insecurity. Deep down, they understand that you are a caregiver, that you're someone that actually really cares about them and other people. Communication card came up again, and we are still in Mercury retrograde. You have 2 cards here other than that one. Oh, and also the Gemini card. So there's a lot of communication here. There was something here that needed to be communicated about the partnership that didn't actually happen because this person got distracted by their own connections to someone else that might have not liked you, to someone else's opinion of you, to someone else's perception of you, and how it would make them look. So this person's very much in their ego, and now they can't come towards you. They can't come towards you because they know that there is some sort of aggression that would happen here if they did. They must have really messed up for you to feel this way about them. For you to feel like almost aggressive about them. Like feel like they don't belong in your life, I'm hearing. 3 of Pentacles. You don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be bothered by being told now how well you're doing in life by this person. Because in the past, I don't think that they expressed that you really juggle a lot, that you do a lot of stuff here for them, for other people, that you benefit the people around you. Maybe it was benefiting the people that they were connected to as well. They wanted to take your power away to feel powerful themselves. It's like there's some sort of competition here for them. There was always some sort of competition of who can be the most powerful and incredible person. Meanwhile, you're not trying to do that. You're just trying to make sure that the people around you are well taken care of, heard, seen, that they can express themselves in a joyful manner. But this person doesn't understand. They're not on the same timeline as you. And I feel like there has been a really sad shift here where something died off, and it is because something new is supposed to come in here. So what is this new thing that's supposed to come in here, Spirit? What's this new thing that's trying to come in for my collective here, Spirit? Rediscovery, transition, again. Yes, that's what we were talking about here. There is a rediscovery, a transition that's trying to happen in your life, in this person's life, because they failed to do something here that they were supposed to do, that they were being called to do by Spirit. The Centennial, determination and certainty. You don't have your defenses up when it comes to creating something new in your life. You're taking up center stage. This person could have been holding you back from yourself, holding you back from your own rediscovery of the next chapter of your life. This Weaver card makes me feel, and this right here, it almost looks like someone looking at like a puppet play. I don't know why that looks like that, like the curtains and the eye at the center. It feels like there was some sort of story unraveling and Spirit coming to them with an offer. Are you going to stay in this person's life? And if so, this is a 3 card, Gemini. Well, it's the Gemini card, not the 3. But they were being asked, you're going to have to defend this person. So they were being called to defend you in some way. To either a grouping of people that you guys both mutually know, people that they look up to, though. That's what this was. It was people that they look up to. This could have been some sort of dynamic here where they were feeling like an example to these people, and they wanted to be looked up to. There's something here about this. Let me check this out, because that's a partial story here. So what is this parent-child card about, Spirit? What's this? Because there was some sort of dynamic here that they were trying to keep up appearances with, and that's why they messed it up. That's why they messed it up with you. Because they were so focused on the wrong thing. They went towards the wrong thing. They were watering something that they weren't supposed to water. They watered a snake. And whoever they're around, like, this person doesn't mean them well. This person makes them feel like they're constantly in fight or flight. It's a survival instinct, and helps you get ready, look carefully, stay alert. And it also signals that something big is coming. So this is something that hunters used to have, that vigilance. So this is like a hunting instinct. You could have felt hunted, like you were ganged up on, or like you felt like there were just lots of people around you coming up against you. And with this High Priestess in reverse, this gives me like superstition. So it's almost like a, how did you know? How did you know I was doing this? This person's very shocked because they felt like they kept things very quiet. Like they didn't hint at anything, but somehow you knew. Somehow you knew what was going on, and they thought that you wouldn't. With this ladybug, ladybugs are lucky. Ladybugs are lucky. And you could be somewhat of a good luck charm to a lot of people. When they have you in their life, they feel like everything is going right. Like they don't have to really try for anything. They don't have to work too hard. Things just come to them. And I'm feeling like this person started to personalize that themselves and feel like that was coming from them. But the thing is that this person has a really low vibration. They don't understand that this was coming from you. You carried this energy, and they were just tapping into it. They were tapping into this receptive, lucky, Empress energy that you hold here that makes people trust you. Because if things are constantly coming towards you, people are going to want to surround themselves with you. Because they see that you're onto some sort of... You're onto something, basically. You're onto something, and how are you doing it? So, you know, you're going to attract a lot of people, a lot of different kinds of people when you're in this kind of energy. And this person was one of those unfortunate few that were a low vibrational energy, and maybe they changed into this. Maybe that's why this was so confusing. But whatever happened here, you decided, hey, I'm no longer going to be tolerant of this kind of treatment. If you're going to choose other people over me, if you're going to choose someone's opinion of me that is hurting me, I'm not going to put any more time and effort into that. Because I'm not just a possession, I'm a person. And we get that Taurus card again. Tauruses really like to be surrounded by beautiful things. They like the finer things in life. They like romance, and they're very dedicated to their family. So this could have been, I could be describing you. And it's funny because I feel like this could go one of two ways. It can either go to your benefit or to your detriment. And I feel like in this case, you've started to really understand the balance that it requires to have this type of personality type. Because you are very loyal, and sometimes it is to a fault. And so now you've realized, hey, I can't be loyal to everybody. And even if I've been loyal for a certain amount of time, and this person shows me that they're taking me for granted, then I have to trust that. I have to trust the fact that they're no longer my friend. That they no longer want to have that emotional intimacy that maybe I want. Maybe all they want is attention. They just want to be seen because I'm seen. With that Sun card in the very beginning there, it's like you're taking up center stage. You're being seen by a lot of people. You're being admired by a lot of people. And to the wrong person, this can rub their ego. This can make them feel like, well, by associating with that person, maybe my name will get mentioned. Or maybe I can attend the same events that this person attends. Very weird. But I also see that you have escaped something here. With this rebellion card here and Uranus. Because you saw that people were starting to get really greedy with your energy. There was some sort of like desperation, which is super weird. There was like a lot of desperation here that was trying to be hidden from you. And it was a desperation to constantly take from you. Because we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. This is like someone trying to take away your victory. Or take a part of your victory and call it their own. Maybe even be like, oh yeah, well, you only got to where you're at because of something that I did. That's not your own abundance. That's my abundance. That's our abundance. Like a super communist viewpoint. This person has like a very, they have that kind of like mentality of like, it's us. It's not, the things that you do are not your victory. They're our victory. And they try to rope people in with a lot of guilt here. Guilt, and I don't think that it worked here with this Knight of Swords. They didn't think before they acted. And they gave themselves away. Because they acted in a very childish way. Very foolish energy here. They should not have played you like this, because now they're on the outside. 8 of Swords, you're free. You're free from this energy. This isn't just this person. This is you being free. Sorry. Oh. There's something stuck in my throat. Just 1 second. Unfortunately, I can't even cut that from the video because my computer is full of videos and I need to empty it. So I can't even edit that out. There's something here about this person trying to trip you up. That's what that made me feel like. Like trying to corner you, trying to trip you up, get you in a situation where there's no way out for you, or you feel like there's no way out for you, even if you know that there is. And them thinking that they have you. Them thinking that they've got you stuck. But they don't. They don't have you stuck. Ew. This is, okay, you know what? This is giving like a very like predatory energy here now. I feel like I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, you're victorious. And this is the truth. This person is a predator. This person sees you as prey. And that is why Spirit doesn't want you near them. Because at this point, they see you as prey. Not cool. Not cool. But at least you know who this person is now. Yep, you closed off a karmic cycle. You closed off a really big karmic cycle here with this person. With this energy. With an energy that has been following you around. And showed up in the form of this person. You took your power back. Emperor card. You took your power back and you said no to their offer. Because it was delusional. Their offer was delusional, and it wasn't one that you accept. You left them out in the cold. You don't accept these types of offers because your vibration is very high, very powerful. You understand your own value, and you're not going to accept these types of traps. You understand how to untrap yourself from so many different things, from anything that would try to come near you. Anything that tries to trap you doesn't belong in your life and will swiftly be taken out by you, by the universe, I feel your voice here has real power, and it really shocks people how powerful your voice is now. You're able to manifest. You're able to manifest whatever you speak into existence. You're an alchemist. And we got the Three of Swords in reverse. You heal very quickly. So any kind of pain that someone tries to throw towards you, with this Rose card here, and this Passion in reverse. Look at these, they're both in reverse. You know right from wrong. You know fake from real. Because you've seen real now. You've seen that real is humble. Real is not loud. Real is quiet. It doesn't feel the need to prove itself. It doesn't feel the need to show off how smart it is, how aggressive it is, how scary it is, how powerful it is. No, real just is. Real is willing to be vulnerable and honest, because we do have a lot of communication cards here. So it feels like you were trying to be honest here with this person, and they didn't accept that. They didn't accept that. They just wanted to continue to attack. Anytime you were honest, they would attack that. They would try to suppress it in you. They would try to beat it out of you. You got 2 sevens here. You were protected from this situation. Because you were a test to them from spirit. You were a test to show them that they can't treat everybody like this. They can't just go around beating people down. That they are the pathetic one. And I hate speaking like that. Sometimes this is why, because this person has a toxic energy attached to them. Immediately, my shadow self came out to protect. It's like this person has some sort of dark entity attached to them. And it's something that keeps following you around. But this person has to deal with that dark entity now on their own. And there's no way for them to project it onto anyone anymore, because you're out of their life. So that's their problem. I feel like this person has gotten away with this for a very long time. And they do this not just to you, to many people. With this lack of empathy brawler card, this person attacks so many people. They bring people close to them just so that they can attack them. Just so that they can take out their wrath, their anger, they're just upset with life. They're trying to stomp out joy from this universe. And you're not going to let that happen. With gray hair here, you're very wise. You're very calculated. And quiet. It just got very quiet. You're very quiet with your moves. And I feel like you can act before they're even ready. Like before they even are ready for whatever type of reciprocal energy that they can give to you. Not reciprocal energy, that's the wrong way to put it. Before they can fight back, you're already gone, and you've already transformed this situation into one where everything is crumbling down in their life, or in that situation where they were confronting you and trying to destroy things in your life. They can't do that. You've defeated them. And I'm seeing like a video game where someone's just like playing the video game, and then they beat this, like, I don't want to say final boss, but it's almost like getting like that secret weapon in a video game. You have that secret weapon, and they didn't know that you had it until you pulled it out and you used it on them. And now they're like, well, shit, I don't have that. I can't win against them anymore. You've reached a certain kind of level. Relationships and vulnerability. Taking command, teamwork. Inspiration, gratitude. Inheritance, correction. You have balanced out some sort of karmic, some sort of karma that was here on this planet. You were given a really, really crappy hand. I'm just gonna say that. I am sorry that you've been given this hand, but I'm also proud of how you have handled this. And I feel like Spirit's really proud of how you've handled this. You handled it very gracefully. You, instead of being aggressive back, you handled it like an adult with this correction card. They were getting ready to fight, and you handed it back to God. You handed it back to Spirit. Whatever you believe in here. You inherited some sort of karmic debt. I don't feel like this is something that you did. I feel like this is something that your past ancestors have been trying to resolve, and they finally gave it to you to resolve it because they knew that you would be the one that was vulnerable enough to look inward and to look at the people around you and not succumb to the anger, to the poison that was running through the veins of all of these people before you. And you allowed yourself to feel the pain completely and to let it guide you. And that was the hardest thing, to sit in this pain and let it guide you, let it humble you. Instead of acting like you're bigger than it, instead of acting like you're bigger than other people, and who do I put this pain onto next? You didn't do that. You allowed it to open doors within your heart, to open doors within your own talents and abilities, to let you feel your full power, to show you just how much you're capable of, and to not close yourself off to relationships here. Because I feel like the people that have faced this same trauma, this same sadness that you've dealt with, they chose the path of closing off and seeing the bitterness in it, while you extracted every little drop of honey. Beautiful energy. So poetic. I mean, we have the poet here. Not surprised. You see life through rose-tinted glasses, but I don't even feel like that's a bad thing. I feel like you've done this so that you can see all the sweetness of life, the sweetness of people. And yeah, I commend you for that. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you have a good morning, good evening, good night whenever you're watching this reading. Thank you. Bye!